we really need some intro music. If you have anything, and want us to use it, give it to us. Okay, so here, this is just a slideshow. Taking a picture every 20 seconds of me working on Joe fixing up his legs. As we can see right here, he has these big bumps in, the upper section there of your leg. That looked awful. Fortunately, because of the camera position and the arm of the chair, you don't really notice that all that much. And I did manage to fix it up pretty good, as you see in the render here. So basically, that was all I was doing here. A couple of new things that I hadn't really done much with before. Still can't get that rigging to work right. His arm looks, if you get a close up, his arm looks awful. But, so that's what I was doing there. Hey everybody, Brian Hansen here, working on my first podcast. Right there, this is, you can see that, I got about the first, I don't know, just my intro, our logo, and then podcast. So that's what I'm doing here on my Ubuntu, which is one of the many flavors of Linux. And then right next to it here on my Windows 7, I am working on rendering up some fire. Let me flip this focus here. There we go, a little better I think. So we got some fire going here. This is for in Joe's house. Of course, I'm actually doing an animation just for the fun of it because it's already all there, so I may as well just render it out as a video. So far, it's been going good. And yeah, then I'm just working on the podcast here, which actually has, but the next thing is to put in, I have, and I'm hoping this will work, I don't know, I'm not very familiar with Ubuntu yet. Yeah, this is a slideshow of me fixing up Joe, as you may or may not remember, his legs showed through on his pants. So I took screen caps while I was trying to fix him. So that's currently what we're going to be doing. And then of course, it starts over here. And then this will be getting thrown in the podcast as well. And so, I don't know, it'll all be interesting, I think. So this is the fire. You can tell that it kind of went up a little too high because it burns through the top of the mantle. So there you have it. That was me ranting about the Bible animated and whatnot. Yeah, so as long as this will be 2 minutes long, it's right about 2:43, plus this recording here, which is already 15 seconds. So I went a little over on my plan, but I am planning on doing this Wednesdays. I always have off where I work, so I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say every Wednesday because I just think it's going to be too much with the mini sermons and, trying to actually accomplish stuff, not just making all these silly recordings for all you guys. So I don't know, I'm looking at definitely one a month, maybe 2 a month, but not much more than that. So that's the plan. Having a lot of fun, of course. I'm telling you right now, if you want a free video editor, definitely go with Kden Live, which is what I'm using. The best in the world. I have never used, it's free, which is, of course, the reason why I am such a strong supporter of it. I love free stuff. It is just great. I can't say enough good about it. Unfortunately, it doesn't run on Windows, which is the reason I'm running Ubuntu right now, because I actually had to, there's this whole confusing thing that you're supposed to run it on Windows, booting from a USB that has Ubuntu on it, which you can do. It does work. Unfortunately, with my situation, it wouldn't work on Windows 7. For some reason, some of the graphics, I believe. I didn't actually research it because I don't care all that much. My Dell here works pretty good. But so anyways, I actually have that installed in here with Windows XP, so I'm doing a dual boot on my Dell machine. But it works very good, and I very highly encourage it. If you just went out and got yourself an 8 gig flash drive, you could put the Ubuntu on there, and then as long as you have internet, download Kden Live onto the flash drive, and then when you're running off the flash drive, if you're booting from that, you can actually still access all the files on your hard drive, which is really nice if you're which I would like still to do on my Windows 7, because that's where all the videos are. And it'll be easier just accessing them off there instead of copying everything off of Windows 7, that machine, pasting it into the Ubuntu portion of it, because once you install Ubuntu with Windows on the same machine, you cannot access the Windows portion through Ubuntu. Just as with the Windows portion, you can't access the Ubuntu portion. At least I don't believe you can. I haven't actually tried it from Windows to Ubuntu. I think, yeah, I booted Windows once after I installed Ubuntu on here. But it's Windows XP and I got 7, which is better, which is what I use for my work and stuff. So I really didn't have much reason to boot XP, because I have one piece of software that only runs on XP, which is for my Palm Pilot. So, of course, that has nothing to do with the Bible. Anyway, you guys, I'm sure, don't care about any of this, but, so that's the end of the podcast. Credits. Instead of doing text runs, I'll just say, let me think. Who did the editing? Boy, who else was involved in the creation of this video? Let's see. Well, I did all the recording, did all the editing, and all the voices. I did all the computer animation portions. I did the animating, which there really wasn't any of in this. But anyways, so pretty much it's all me. That seems really prideful to say. Well, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, credits. Everything's me. So if there's something you don't like with this, or something you hate, or think is totally stupid, or you don't like those guns in the background here behind me, up over here, where I'm blocking it with my hand now, you know, so that's all my fault. So anything wrong with this video is my fault. Just putting that out there. But yeah, so see you guys all whenever I make my next podcast. God bless.